And today I'll be teaching you a new way to tie your shoes. Now, can you guys raise your hands if you've ever tied your shoes at any point in your life? Okay, that's pretty much what I was expecting. I'm sure all of you have, but I bet not all of you have heard of this new method that makes it almost 3 times faster. So here's an example. Let's say you tie your shoes twice a day, every day for 70 years. And in that time, you will save over 63 days just using the faster method over the original method. So that's 63 days of your life that you're wasting by tying your shoes the way you have your whole life. Now, of course, not everyone ties their shoes twice a day, but the time you do save will still help you a lot. And I learned this method about 9 months ago, and I've been doing it ever since. And it's, it just kind of feels nice, and it's been helpful. To show you how much time you can save tying your shoes, I'll compare the normal and faster methods, explain how to do the faster method, and give tips to make it all easier. So tying your shoes with the faster method is almost 3 times faster, as I said, and I will demonstrate both methods right now. Now both methods start the same way. You make a little X and then you cross it. In the original method, you make a loop, or whatever you want to call it, go around, go through, and tie it. That's fine, not terribly long, but when you compare it to this method, it's much longer. Okay, you ready? And then you're done. That's it. It's much faster. In that new method, there's less steps that you have to do, and the steps are much cleaner. What? I'll go into it. Don't worry. Show you again. So now that you know that it is faster, I'm going to go step by step on how to do that. So this method consists of 3 steps, and they're not very difficult at all. To start off, you'll make 2 arches like this. There's a little arch right here. You want to be holding the end of the lace towards the aglet. Fun fact today, aglet is the little plastic tip at the end of the shoe. I learned that at the beginning of 3rd. So yes, you want to make an arch right here, hold towards the end with both laces, one facing towards your ankle and the one facing away. And the second step was a little hard for me at first, but I'm sure you guys will be able to learn it pretty quickly. You have an arch here, I'll show it like this. You want to take the end with your hand and put it under the arch. But you want to do that with both arches, so the arches are going through each other. So this end going through under this arch, while this end is going under this arch at the same time. So yeah, it looks kind of confusing, but you'll get the hang of it eventually. And on the last step, it's much easier. You switch laces with your hands, and then you pull, and you have a knot. So I'll show that again. Make the 2 arches, put them together, and you have a knot. So now that I've showed the steps, I will give some advice to help you learn this. There are many tips that can make this pretty simple task even easier. To start off, I don't know if you noticed, but I only did this X step once. Because after you tie your shoes, you can easily just pull the knots apart, and then you're already past that step. So anytime you untie your shoes, even with the original method, you can just untie them and you're back after that step. So that's even more time saved every single time. And on the last step, instead of pulling out, if you pull straight out, you get this, where your knots come untied, and you don't want that. So what I do to avoid that, I pull it down and out like this. This does 2 things. It stops it from coming untied, and it gives you a tighter knot. So even if you do it right, it won't come untied over time. These have never come untied while I've worn them like this. And the last bit of advice, just keep practicing. I mean, it won't take that long, obviously, to get it down. It took me maybe 3 or 4 tries to get it right the first time, and after that, you'll probably have it good. So now that you're able to use it, it'll probably save you time in your everyday life. In conclusion, I've compared 2 methods of tying your shoes and showed how to do the faster method. At the same time, I gave tips to make the whole process much easier. I'm sure you won't spend more than a few seconds at a time tying your shoes, but the time you do save will be enough, maybe for a nap one day. Thank you.